Hi, I thought I'd just give you a quick demonstration between RGB and CMYK. RGB is used for the screen, so when you actually look with the magnifying glass, it doesn't really show up too well on the camera. You could see that inside there are little diodes. I think with the eyes you could see it better, that are in green, blue and red, and when they are turned on all the way, it becomes white. So these would be good for websites and video production. These colors can be much brighter when you look in Photoshop. If I make a new document and I use a color that's all the way green, so no red, all the way green, which is 255 because it's a 8-bit setup, so there are 256 colors, so including the 0 would be green. So that would be a very, very bright green, something I don't think you can really print that. Same with if you have 0, it'll be black. If you turn up all the way 255, because there are 256 steps in this 8-bit system of colors on a monitor, so that would be white. Everything's all the way up, and yellow is for example red and green together, and this is all the way red, and so on. You can play around it in Photoshop to get kind of a feeling for how bright a color could be, and these are very typical colors for let's say this blue it's very intense. You can't really print that because the opposite of CMYK, for what you use for printing, for example here in this magazine, this is printed in a 4-color offset printing. Offset meaning they're making plates where they rub the color on, and wherever it sticks to it, because there's some kind of profile etched on that plate, that color will transfer back offset onto the paper. And they're printing in 4 colors. They're actually setting up one plate that is cyan, CMYK, so cyan and magenta, Y for yellow. You can see how they put it together then. And at the end, the K stands for black. So they give us this proof to make sure before they go to the actual print that everything is correct and lines up. And this is also where you can see they have these plates in that kind of size that just fit 8 pages for this magazine in here. So we had a choice to print either 8, 16, 32, 64. What's next after 8? 72. So you can make increments of 8 pages to bind it up to a certain amount where it becomes too thick to bind it. But so if you had another page coming in at the last minute, it was always a problem, because then we would have to create another 7 pages or take out another page somewhere else. So we would often create advertisements in like subscriptions or something, like surveys or other content that we could just pop in case something happened at the very last minute to print this. So this is in CMYK, cyan, magenta, yellow and black, used for printing on paper. Okay. One last thing. So you would notice the colors on CMYK print isn't as bright as the monitor colors, unless you're using special colors. Like you could have, like this is an extra neon color, like a neon pink in here that we used, or a silver metallic. Obviously you can't really do metallic on the screen, but these would be extra colors. Sometimes presses have colors that you don't see, like varnishes, special gloss, special embossed, really thick inks that you can print on top. So a lot of presses have actually 6 colors in them.